Heroes and Vampires, Extraterrestrial. Part 2. All blood is forbidden. The woman's scream still echoed in Drew's ears long after the white beam vanished into the clouds. The forest had gone dead quiet again, unnaturally so. No insects, no wind, just the bus creaking in the cold. By morning, their numbers were down by 3. One woman gone into the sky. One scout's body twisted backward like a broken puppet. Another, just missing. No blood trail. No footprints. Gone. Drew paced at the edge of the clearing, one hand on the shotgun across his chest, the other tightening and loosening at his side. Sleep hadn't come. It never did when the world changed overnight. And last night, everything changed. Tay stood on top of the bus, scanning the tree line through a scope, eyes sharp, mouth a hard line. She hadn't said much, just gave orders. That was her way when she was processing. Jax was crouched on a rock near the fire pit, tarp pulled tight around his shoulders. He hadn't spoken since returning. Not a word, but his glowing eyes never left the tree line. Zara sat beside him, drawing in the dirt with a stick. Circles, lines, symbols. She wasn't humming this time. She was too focused. "Drew," Tay called from above. "Movement." He was up the ladder in seconds. Her scope pointed southwest, just past the ridge. Figures. Too upright for ferals. Too erratic for heroes. Drew took the scope. "Vamps," he muttered. 6 of them, moving fast. Not stalking. Running. Running away from something. They dropped off the ridge, half falling down the incline. One screamed and burst into a mist of blood before she even hit the bottom. The others scrambled through the trees, frantic, disoriented. One collapsed just 20 yards from the clearing. The heroes surrounded her cautiously, rifles up, blades drawn. She hissed weakly, blood soaking her clothes, black veins pulsing beneath her skin. "Don't touch her," Jax growled from the rock without standing. "She's dying anyway," Tay muttered. The vampire woman looked up, face pale with terror. "They don't bleed!" she rasped. "They don't breathe!" Drew crouched beside her. "What are they?" She grabbed his wrist, nails digging in. "They burn us, like the sun. But it's not the sun." Her mouth twitched into a grin. "They hate us more than you do." Then her body convulsed. For a split second, her head snapped backward, her spine arching. Her eyes went pitch black. Jax launched forward, slamming his palm into her chest. Her body burst apart, like meat bags under pressure. Chunks hit the dirt. Silence followed. Everyone stared at Jax. "She was already gone," he said. Something else wore her for a second. By noon, the group was moving again. The bus whined as it crawled over gravel roads, tires half deflated from age and wear. Every window was covered with scavenged metal siding, leaving narrow view slits. Inside, the tension was thick. Tay drove. Drew sat up front with a rifle across his lap. Zara curled up in the back seat with a blanket and a cracked doll someone found weeks ago. Jax remained standing, arms braced against the roof, swaying with each turn. "They're not vamps," Tay said finally. "There's something else." Drew didn't look at her. "You saw what happened. They used her like a puppet. I'm more worried they're hunting us all for sport. They took Mia, just lifted her out the damn sky. They didn't take you." Tay glanced sideways. "They didn't take any of the men." Drew's mouth tightened. "Yeah, because they killed the ones they touched." They found the next camp by accident. Smoke. Thick and black, trailing through the trees. The bus stopped, and the group moved in on foot. Drew, Tay, Jax, and 2 others. They found a makeshift barricade, blood-smeared rocks, old tents, and bodies. One woman's face was twisted upward, eyes wide open in horror. A man had been pinned to a tree with metal shards that didn't come from any gun. But what chilled Drew wasn't the blood, it was the quiet. Everything was too quiet. Even the dead woman's mouth hung open like she was still screaming. They searched the wreckage, found journals, found children's shoes, found a map, and a wall. A concrete wall, old, overgrown. Behind it, a bunker door hung ajar. Inside, they found tech. Old government equipment, signal boosters, storage racks, and a broken console covered in dust and strange symbols. Zara wandered inside, barefoot, and stopped in front of the panel. Her fingers hovered over the symbols like she knew them. Ty reached for her. "Zara, don't..." The console lit up, just for a second. Then it shut down again. "Back to the bus," Drew said. "Now." That night, the stars came out. More than usual. Brighter. Jack stood outside the bus, looking up. Zara sat beside him, staring at the same sky. "What do they want?" Tay asked, sitting on the hood, gun across her lap. Jax didn't speak. Zara did. "They want me." Tay turned. "Why?" "I don't know." But her voice didn't sound like Zara's. It sounded older. "They can't take me if he's with me," she added. Her hand rested on Jax's arm. He didn't flinch. Tay looked out into the dark. The trees didn't move. The wind had died again. Then a whisper drifted through the clearing, like air through broken glass. And just beyond the tree line, black eyes blinked once, then vanished. They weren't alone, and they wouldn't be by morning. To be continued.
We appreciate you taking the time to experience our stories. Every view, like, comment, and share helps keep this dream alive. At jcstoryteller LLC, we're dedicated to crafting emotional, powerful, and unforgettable narratives that connect with real people. If this story touched you, inspired you, or made you think, please consider subscribing and joining our growing community of story lovers. Your support means the world. Thank you for being part of the journey.